Lost Straw Vineyards started in 2005 out of necessity to diversify their current agricultural program at the time, which consisted primarily of cotton and peanuts. Andy Timmons, owner of Lost Straw Vineyards, was searching for something more when he chose to diversify his farming operations in West Texas.
I started this business because there was definitely a need in my farming operation to diversify. For the last 20 years, I've been dealing in the political side of the Farm Bill, and on multiple trips to Washington, D.C., I could tell that just the willpower and the fondness that people once had for agriculture is going away. And so I felt like I needed to get into a business that went along with what I was doing already in agriculture, but you need to get into something that people eat or drink, like wine grapes or some kind of fruit processing or fruit growth.
Andy's degree from Texas Tech University in plant physiology and entomology helped him become a knowledgeable and profitable grape grower in West Texas.
The foundations that I had in just a basic understanding of how a plant lives, grows, and reproduces has been very critical in learning a brand new crop in a brand new area like West Texas in the vineyards.
The grapes that Lost Straw Vineyards produces are comparable to what is grown in California, Oregon, and Washington, but the quality always is dependent on the erratic West Texas climate.
The climate is more unpredictable here. We have a lot of hailstorms, a lot of high winds, some years no rain, some years a lot of rain, so each year is definitely a different challenge.
It is no doubt that Andy is certain his farming practices change from year to year.
We don't have an average year anymore. We have years of extremes. We have years where we may get no rain and then years where we may get 2 times our annual rainfall. So luckily, grapes are more forgiving than other row crops, and so we've been able to work through that.
Planting the right varieties of grapes has been the secret to Lost Straw's success.
We started out growing Bordeaux grapes, which would be Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cab Franc, and those grapes are still grown, but we've gravitated towards the Rhone region of France, the grapes that are grown there. Those grapes are more adapted to hot daytime temperatures and also very strong winds.
The most dramatic effects from climate shift for Lost Straw has been the winter season.
We've discovered that we've had to irrigate quite a bit on these vines because these vines grow all year long. They're perennial plants, that we have to irrigate a lot more in the wintertime than we used to because we don't have snow or winter moisture or fall moisture on some years. So you definitely have to employ different techniques in irrigation strategies. We use high-tech soil monitors that can be monitored 24 hours a day and set alerts when they need to be irrigated. So we've definitely taken our irrigation strategies to another level.
Andy and his team have adopted new irrigation strategies and technology. They are now using high-tech soil monitors that measure the intake of water in the soil. The monitor runs 24 hours a day, and alerts can be set up when the water intake is too low.
The most damaging effect of weather that we've had have been early spring freezes. In 2013, we had 4 successive spring freezes, the latest one coming around the 10th of May, which was the latest freeze ever to occur on the high plains. So that definitely made our strategy change in 2014, also a dry year. Now we had the same climatic conditions, but by employing the use of the wind machines, we were able to harvest 75% of a normal crop instead of a 10% of a crop like we did the year before.
To deal with spring freezes in the years of drought, Lost Straw installed wind machines. This circulates the air in the vineyard to keep the air from stagnating and the buds from freezing. Because of Andy's knowledge of running a business and farming in West Texas, he has been able to vertically integrate his business practices into a successful vineyard. Lost Straw has experienced droughts, frigid winters, and blistering summers, but because of his knowledge and business practices, he has been able to see a high yield rate through all of the climate change.
Since we've been able to vertically integrate ourselves to where we not only grow it, we make it into wine and sell it to the end user, and to get to see their smile when they drink a glass of my wine is very rewarding.